Go ahead.
I forgot to take this with me.
And they ain't trying. Rick's telling stories. Joe swears he ain't lying.
I may have to put on my coat.
Motorcycles, mischief, and a little bad luck.
I turned the heat on. It was turned off because there's nobody back here on the weekends except me, and I'm back there. All right, this is the Rick and Joe T Dumbass Show.
Dumbass Club. It's a club.
Yeah, but we can be a dumbass show. The show's a dumbass, but you can be in the dumbass club.
Yeah.
So this is the dumbass show.
Okay.
We've called it different things.
Well, we tried the World Report, but
that sounded too sophisticated.
We don't know anything about the world.
We know nothing about the world.
You know
report.
what I have decided? There is a world, but it stops at that door right there.
Yeah, it stops there. No, it stops in front of my door. They don't exist inside these walls. That's why I don't talk. I don't talk about current events. Rather not.
What else is there to talk about other than current
The past.
events?
The past.
The past is gone.
And I'm still there. Do you notice I dress like I'm from the past? Do you notice that?
You dress like a homeless person.
I dress like a homeless person.
I can imagine, because, you get these homeless people out front every once in a while. I can imagine you walking up to them.
They think, brother, you're one of us.
They're like, high five.
So this is the Dumbass Show coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas.
Yep.
In the powerful CHUMB Studio.
Yeah.
Where the current time is always
1:45.
1:45 in the CHUMB Studio.
Tell them how to get one of these.
Okay, so how do you want to get them?
Well, I don't care. It's up to you. I'm not mailing them out. You are.
Well, I don't want to pay the postage. How do I get it? Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will send you.
What?
Well, I don't want to send out 5,000 of these things.
You don't want to spend 40 cents to send one of these?
No, because I won't send one. I'll send 500.
Here, maybe what you got to do is they got to come by here.
That'd be good.
If they come by here, will you give them a sticker?
Yes.
Okay, and they ask for a dumbass sticker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to mail anything.
Don't got to mail it.
You don't have to address an envelope.
Don't got to address the envelope.
You don't have to find a stamp.
Well, that's why I said a self-addressed stamped envelope. I just put it in there.
But what if they send a little bitty one? If you fold these in half, that's
well, if
good.
they're that stupid, then they get a half of a sticker. So we have the stickers. It's me and Joe T, and I drew them years ago, and it's still pretty much what we look at, except Joe shaved his mustache. Joe shaved his mustache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think your hair's got a little more scraggly.
Oh yeah. Well, I drew it pretty scraggly.
Yeah.
I drew pretty scraggly hair there.
Yeah.
That's pretty true.
Okay.
I noticed one of your eyes is bigger than the other eye.
Well, it probably is. Everybody's eyes are a little off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. But everybody has their eye one a little lower than the other.
What?
Okay.
So
football. That's all we're talking about.
Not when this airs. It'll be
past the Super Bowl.
Olympics will be playing.
We'll know who the Super Bowl wins at the time of this gets on.
So it's what is the date?
Today is the 18th.
18th, January the 18th, 2026, year of our Lord.
Didn't you do your show this morning?
Yeah.
Well, you should know all that.
I had it written down.
Okay.
I just read it.
Yeah.
I pre-write it.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
this is the playoffs. There was a game.
He said go ahead, and then he starts talking. Did you notice that?
San Francisco got their butt kicked last night.
Yay.
I mean, it wasn't even funny.
It was if you don't like the 49ers.
Well, I don't like
funny.
the 49ers.
Yeah, I don't like the 49ers.
Well, I mean, it was... Either. But I do like to watch good football games. That was not a good football game.
It was where I was sitting.
It was blowout.
That was good because it was the 49ers.
See, I wouldn't mind it being 40-30.
Nah, it's too close.
40-6. It's
41-6.
Yeah.
So, this past week I rode Eileen.
Wait a minute, stop.
The chopper.
Okay,
we're off of football.
Put a flag up
We're
here.
off of football. When this airs, they won't be football for months. Get past
I
the
hope
football.
Bessler's doing better than that.
Weeks. Give me weeks.
Should be a week.
No. Bessler's busy.
Doing what?
I want to talk about riding motorcycles, not about the 49ers.
Okay, we're changing gears.
Changing gears.
Okay. We're going into second.
Raise the flag.
We're going into second.
So I rode Eileen, that's my chopper with the hose in the gas tank, over to Gas Monkey Garage and did some filming with my pal Richard Rawlings.
What were y'all filming?
I can't say till it airs. He'll air it, on his show.
Oh.
But if you've never watched Gas Monkey Garage or Richard Rawlings.
So this is not on TV. This is like on YouTube or something.
Yeah, it's a YouTube deal.
Yeah.
And it's he does. I mean, here's the deal. He makes more money now off of YouTube than he ever did from the Discovery Channel.
Huh.
He has his own crew that follows him around.
Yeah.
So he has a crew.
We do too. There it is, right there.
That's the crew. Bessler's our crew.
We're kind of screwed on the crew.
So he's got a crew that follows him around, and they do all this recording and different things. So they were recording some stuff that I'm part of. So I went over there.
This didn't have anything to do with the motorcycles you sold him, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
But you'll see that too. You know, and he's teased that. He bought a couple of choppers from me that he's going to reimagine. And one of them, the one that I went over and looked at it is reimagined further than I would ever reimagine it. But that's his gig. He does that wild and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So he's doing something pretty cool.
Like you don't?
Yeah, but this is
Look over your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that wild and crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the one that don't do wild and crazy.
No, you don't do it.
I do pretty plain stuff.
You do pretty plain stuff.
But that's wild and crazy. That's wild and crazy. That's wild and crazy.
Well, what he's doing is wild and crazy too.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty cool. So I rode Eileen around there, stopped by and saw my buddy Keith Martin over at Big D Cycle.
How's he doing? I haven't seen Doughboy in a while.
He was asleep in his chair when I walked in. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Rick." And I said, "Don't apologize to me. I do it all the time." But
so he bought...
He's Keith Martin at Big D Cycle. They are the foremost British motorcycle place in the world.
Yeah. He bought that whole collection of bikes and stuff, didn't he?
He's bought several collection of bikes, but he's I remember a few years ago, the Triumph factory was restoring a historic bike. Mm-hmm. They shipped it to Dallas to have him do it. He shipped it back. When we did the biker build-off and we did the Triumph, he did the motor for me. He went with us, remember?
Well, he built my Triumph motor, that one that I built when I built that little bobber bike. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, he went on the biker build-off with us.
Oh, yeah. Wanted to make sure the bikes would run.
Yeah, we didn't need him, did we?
No, it ran.
They ran just fine.
Yeah.
Only one of those bikes on the build-off broke down, and it wasn't a Triumph.
No.
It was not the Triumph.
And it wasn't my black bastard.
No.
Nope, none of those broke down.
So,
So what's he doing? Just normal stuff? Just his restorations and building motors and bikes and stuff?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I need to go by there.
He does a lot of like Vincent Black Shadows, and Vincent has a White Shadow and a Vincent Repeat, I think it's called. He does some really, really cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So I stopped by and saw him, and I rode another one of my choppers the day before that.
Which one?
The Bob Anderson chopper.
See, I don't know the names of all your bikes. I know which ones they are. Like what you call Eileen, I think that is the Allstate bike.
I've done like a half a dozen bikes for Allstate.
I know, but that's the one that I picture with Allstate. you know.
Right.
So anyway.
Yeah, that's yesterday's news.
Well, you did good for Allstate.
Yeah, I loved working with Allstate. They were great.
Yeah. I saw you posted something a week or so ago with Courtney. It's an old picture of you and Courtney.
We were in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you remember I did that? My buddy up there, Joe Askins, that owns Off-Road Express, he was a Victory dealer, and they had, his brother, Ernie, had an Arlen Ness. When Arlen Ness was making these factory bikes, he had an Arlen Ness custom Victory.
Okay.
A production.
Right.
So
a signature bike.
A signature bike. So he gave it to me, and we went through it and did. Remember, I did that kind of that faded red, white, and blue paint job on it. Well, that's the bike I was riding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a very cool bike. I love that paint job.
Yeah. So, how's Courtney? Have you talked to her lately?
It's probably been a month.
Oh. She's doing okay?
Yeah.
Is she in Atlanta or in Florida?
She's in Florida. Florida's her home.
Okay.
Florida's been her home for a while.
Yeah.
So got out and did that. Press went to Las Vegas. You know, that JR's cars, over there on 183.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good friend with Elliot.
Okay.
So every year they go to Las Vegas for the divisional round playoff, which is supposedly the best week in NFL football.
Okay.
And they at some big hotel has this big huge room with the scoreboard with the
all the betting, sports betting, with
the TV like at the AT&T Stadium or whatever. So they sit around and they go there, and there's, he said there's people every year from all over the country and even internationally that come to watch the game and bet on games.
Right. How'd he do?
Well, I haven't talked to him because he's still there.
Oh.
Remember, it's a Saturday and a Sunday deal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So Press doesn't really bet. James, that owns JR's, Press said he'll bet tens of thousands of dollars on a game.
Right.
And he'll have bets on all the games. Press says, he'll bet, JR will bet, $60,000, and Press will bet $100.
Yeah. I'm more like Press.
I don't even want to bet 100.
I mean, not on sports. I'll go to the blackjack table or the craps table or the poker room, but betting on sports, I don't. I just, it's never had a.
So did I ever tell you? I think I've told you. I think I've talked about it on my show. So one time, I had a friend that was a girl that I'd known forever named Debbie Henderson.
That name rings a bell.
And Debbie Henderson, she was like a really good friend to me and David Allen. Yeah. I remember taking her to some of the Roach Paint banquets just because she wasn't really a girlfriend. She was just like a really good friend.
Yeah.
And so she started working for a bookie. So I started betting. And I think I bet for a month or so when I was winning a little more than I was losing.
Yeah.
So then I get the big head and I start betting more. So then I started.
Give me a perspective here. What's more?
$1,000.
Okay.
$2,000.
Yeah.
But you got to figure this was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So I had a really bad week, and I think I lost $5,000 or $6,000, which crap. I didn't have back then. I mean, I had it,
right?
But
I couldn't afford to lose it.
I couldn't afford to lose it, and so I paid her, and I was just crying in my beer, and she said, "Listen, Jack, here's what's going to happen. My boss is going out of town in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
While he's out of town, you are going to make some bets, and you are going to win those bets and win this money back, and you are never, ever placing any more bets. Do you understand me?" And I said, "I promise." She said, "You're done." And I said, "I promise."
This don't sound legal.
I don't. We didn't have legal betting back then.
Well, no, I mean
we didn't have. It wasn't Las Vegas betting.
But she was telling you what to bet.
I didn't say that.
So you implied that.
Let's just say I won my $5,000 or $6,000 back, and I never bet again.
On stuff that you knew nothing about.
Nothing about.
Okay, I get
nothing
it.
about.
I get it.
You
good
get
thing
it
for her.
That was a good
She
thing.
saved your ass.
I remember they used to have those. Maybe they still do those betting lines where you could call a 1-800 number and pay like $2, and
That's what like DraftKings and all those are now, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I got my $5,000 or $6,000 back. I don't mess with it no more. And this was during that time, and you'd call and they'd give you the sure winners on some games. And I remember one time when Biggin was born, I was at the hospital, and I was sitting in the room in the hospital, and the phone rang, and somebody said, "The phone's for you, Rick." And then I got on the phone, and the guy said, "Rick, who do you like on the Monday night game?" It was one of those betting services was calling me.
Calling you back?
Yeah,
they had your number?
Calling me back because they had my number. I hung up on them. That betting is a sickness. That's why when I go to Vegas or when I go wherever you go gambling, you can testify to it. I don't gamble.
I can remember, I'm trying to think if it's only once or maybe twice that you sit down at a table and gambled with me.
Yeah, because you wanted me to.
Yeah.
And I did.
I'm like, sit down. But I think it's only like maybe twice.
I remember once we were in Los Angeles somewhere at a motorcycle show. And we walked in a casino, and you said, "Just sit down and play.
Yeah,
sit down and play.
Sit down there and play blackjack, or that's all. That's what we were playing.
We're playing blackjack, yeah.
Yeah, and you played for like one time. I remember you played for like 15 minutes. You go, "I can't do this. I'm out." I started whining and moaning and left.
Yeah, I don't like gambling. I don't like it.
But I'm pretty disciplined. You know how I am. I mean, okay.
How much you said you lost when you went up to Oklahoma the other day?
$300.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
chump change.
Well, that's what I say. Okay, I've lost $300.
$300.
I'm out of here.
Gotta go.
You know, and then the next time, I mean, before the time I went before that, I probably won $300.
Right.
But I'm not gambling big money. I mean, nothing's going to change my life.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you ever do Coke bottle hunting?
When I was a kid. Come back, turn them in for a nickel a piece or a dime a piece.
Yeah. Did you put them in a tow sack? That's what we did. We carried a tow sack.
I think so.
That's what we all
had
did.
A big bag or some kind of big
like
bag.
a burlap bag, a tow sack.
But I never tried to get like a bunch of them. I mean, I wanted to get enough to buy a candy bar, so I'd pick up 3, 4, 5 bottles, and I would go swap them.
We used to go Coke bottle hunting. So where we lived over on Burning Tree, over on Finley Road, they were building all these apartments called the Finley House Apartments. And, you know, we'd go there on the weekends when there was nobody working, and we'd pick up Coke bottles.
From the workers.
From the workers, because they'd drink a Coke and they'd pitch them bottles. A lot of times they pitched them in a pile.
Yeah.
Remember, those were those thick bottles, so they didn't really bust when you pitched them.
The little Coke bottles about this tall. Yeah.
So we used to do that. And that's what we did, was buy candy and a Coke or whatever.
Yeah. Swap them in.
Yeah.
We used to, when I was a kid, we would walk the railroad tracks up in Carrollton and pick up railroad spikes.
Right.
So, you know, that popped out, or they were just laying there. And we'd come back with, I mean, a ton of railroad spikes. I don't know why we did that.
Well, you know, in the 60s and I have thought about it in the last year.
What?
They made foot pegs out of them, remember?
Oh, yeah.
They made foot pegs out of the railroad spikes because it's got the head on the end of it to keep your foot from sliding off.
Well, I would give them to my dad. We'd put them in the barn.
See, that's the difference between me and you. You got the railroad spikes in there. They come out. Okay,
yeah.
So me and Rand we would go looking for railroad spikes, but we carried a sledgehammer to hammer them back in so that the people were safe on the train.
You did not.
We did so.
You did not. You did not carry a sledgehammer.
We walked for 6 miles
Next
carrying
time
a
I see Rand, I'm going to ask him about this.
We carried a sledgehammer for 6 miles.
You did not.
Actually, we carried it for 3 miles, and then we had to swim with it for 3 miles. Them railroad spikes, if they're out, they're dangerous. So we would find them. Rand would hold it. I would hammer it back in.
You're so full of crap. You did not. I just remember we'd hunt railroad spikes, and on the way back there was a pond, and we would stop and go hunt for crawfish.
To do what?
Hunt crawfish.
With railroad spikes?
No, we just had the bag with us. We were headed back home.
What did you want the railroad spikes for?
Why did we? That's what I don't know. I don't know why we did that. I'd take them back and give them to my dad.
You don't remember when they used them on choppers as pegs?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually thought about doing that on the bike, and I don't remember which bike in the last year.
Just welding them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you looking up your notes that you got?
Yeah,
stuff?
this is notes I've done for my show.
Yeah.
Let's see, most popular TV shows of the 70s. Can you name them? Number 5.
The 70s. Batman.
Saturday Night Live.
I never liked that show.
Number 4. Another one I never liked.
Batman.
Charlie's Angels.
I'd watch that just because I like Farrah Fawcett.
Me too.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Batman.
I'll give you a hint. Batman ain't in none of these. Number 3. You'll say, oh yeah.
What?
All in the Family.
Really? With Archie Bunker?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch that much.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
I liked that.
If you don't like politics and all that stuff, why would you watch that?
I didn't really like... I liked the show. I didn't really like... I don't know. Just because it was kind of a
it's
microcosm.
Probably your pop watching it, and you were just sitting there watching it with
That's
him.
right. My pop watched it.
I can watch it. I can see O.C. watching that.
Yeah, that's his style. He was Archie Bunker.
He was.
I promise you, he was Archie Bunker.
So I can see O.C. loving that show. And
He loved
it. You
it.
just had to watch it because he wouldn't let you turn the channel.
That's right.
Okay.
Number 2,
Batman.
Happy Days.
Oh, I loved Happy Days.
I did too. And number 1.
Other than towards the end of Happy Days.
Yeah, I jumped the shark.
I did. Nah.
Number 1, which it was number 1. It's everybody knows it's number 1.
What?
MASH.
Oh yeah, I did watch MASH.
I did too. I liked MASH. You see where old Hot Lips Houlihan died?
Well, so did Meathead on Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they died.
No, I didn't know that. I remember. Do you know where you were when the last episode of MASH aired?
No.
I do.
Where?
I was at a bar over in Dallas. I don't remember the name of it.
You don't drink.
I know. I was over there dancing.
Hold on.
There's a country and western
Hold
bar.
on. I've seen you dance before.
I didn't say I was good.
You're not.
I didn't say I was good.
You're like Elaine doing that dance that she does.
I was over there talking to chicks. Anyway.
How did all that work? Let's get into that, Joe.
No, we're
Let's
not.
get into you and your...
No, we are not. Anyway, they shut down the bar and had giant TVs all over and played the last episode. It was like a huge deal.
It was a huge deal.
You know? And so that's where I saw it. I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah, because it was a nighttime show. You know what always seems funny to me? Some of the shows from the 50s and 60s that are kind of comedy shows or whatever that you watch kind of, during the day.
Yeah.
Like Gunsmoke.
Mm-hmm.
That was a primetime, nighttime show. I love Lucy.
Rifleman. I love The Rifleman.
The Rifleman, Bonanza.
My favorite of all time. Have a Gun Will Travel.
Yeah. With
Wire Paladin.
Wire Paladin. You remember I had that painted on one of my bikes.
You did?
On my bagger. The bagger before I painted it.
What did you have painted on?
On the, how you got the breather that comes up like this and it has that little spade?
Yeah.
Have Gun Will Travel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Remember he'd give you the card.
Yeah.
Have Gun Will Travel, Wire Paladin.
I got that for Christmas one year. a Wire Paladin gun.
Yeah.
And it came with like 2 cards.
I
So I
always
had to
thought-
give to somebody, and then I give them back.
I always thought that was a cool name, Wire Paladin.
Yeah. So you still watch all those shows?
I do.
What show? What's it on? What channel?
Oh, that's that Me TV, and
Okay.
there's TV Land, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those shows I can't rewatch. You know, some of them are just too. I can't hardly make myself watch Bonanza, but I liked Bonanza back in the day.
Yeah.
But now it seems too cornball.
Yeah.
Gunsmoke I liked really good,
Yeah.
and I liked.
I like the Rifleman.
The Rifleman I liked.
And Have Gun Will Travel.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name on the Rifleman?
Lucas McCain.
Yeah, Lucas McCain.
The sheriff's name was Micah, remember?
Yeah.
His son's name was Mark.
Right.
Lucas McCain.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else have you been talking about in the mornings? Basically, when I listen to it, most of them are just about adventures you and Randy had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when
Well, it's almost like I'm writing my memoirs.
Yeah.
I'm writing like a diary, but it's just kind of a video diary.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just the reason I do that show and the reason that people like it is because everybody can relate to that. People can relate to going Coke bottle hunting.
Right.
People grew up, you know.
Not everybody. Old guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Most of the people that listen to the show are in their 50s and up.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty close to my age. Some of them a little older, some of them a little
Right.
younger.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all did kind of the same thing.
Can I make a confession?
I don't know if I'm ready for your confessions.
No, it's not bad.
It's got to be better than the dancing.
No. I listen to your show every day.
Do you?
I fast forward through the commercials.
Joe!
I can't help it. I do.
Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tools.
Yeah, I don't.
Ready2.com.
I fast forward through all that. I fast forward till you say, what is it you say?
Now
the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine. We go back. That's when I start
It's
listening.
usually about 2 minutes.
I know that. I kind of got it down.
Right.
Fast forward.
Well, you know, I added a new sponsor.
I didn't know that. I don't listen to the How would I know that?
Evolve Health and Wellness.
Oh. Well, that's your son-in-law.
That's my son-in-law.
Okay.
So, you know, Elliot's a sponsor too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I got so my sponsors are reliablediamondtool.com. That's my friend John. You know John.
Yeah.
And it's Simpson Motorcycle Helmets.
Let me stop you. Is he going on the Kyle Petty ride this year?
No.
He's not?
No, he said you're going to do the ride with us.
Okay. I didn't know if he was going on the Petty ride.
Reliable Diamond Tool, Simpson Motorcycle Helmets, which we all know is the best helmet.
Yeah, I got mine.
Spire Construction, which is my son-in-law, Elliot, Lena's husband, and Dr. Chad Tucker at Evolve Health and
Well,
Wellness.
that's my confession. I fast forward. get to the Mr. Peabody part, and that's when I start listening.
It's always about me and Rand doing something. You know, that's the funny thing is my mom raises
Well, you'll
us
say
twins.
something about me and you every once in a while.
Yeah.
We're at Daytona or we're doing some bike
Well, I showed
thing.
that picture one day of me, you know, when I'm checking the office, is that picture of me and you on our orange bikes,
Yeah,
remember?
up in Spearfish Canyon.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, that's my confession. I don't
But
listen to commercials.
the people can relate to the show because, you know, most of the people have similar experiences.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, we all grew. I mean, if you're above 50, you grew up in that
yeah.
era, you know?
Yeah.
So we kind of get it.
Yeah. I'm worried about what's going to happen to Harley and Indian. You know, Indian, I don't really worry about Indian. I mean, Polaris sold the majority stake in it.
Yeah.
Indian, I think, is in huge trouble, but
Yeah.
Harley's not doing good either because the baby boomers like me and you were the president of the Hog Riders Group.
The Hog Chapter.
The
here
Hog
in
Chapter.
Dallas.
I was one of the
For
first
years.
members of the Hog Chapter. They rolled it out in 1982.
Yeah.
And I had just bought which I still have, my 1982 shovelhead. And when I bought it, they handed me this little package, and it said I was a hog member. And I said, "What's a hog member?"
Harley Owners Group.
Harley Owners Group. So I remember.
I've got all those pins and all those patches. And
so I went to one of the very first rides, and I was.
You were out of the Lee Woods.
I was Texas Harley, which was in Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
So I bought it there. So I went on one of their rides, and we're riding along, and we're going down this road, and you know how you come up on like a dead squirrel or something in the road? This guy was in front of me, and he was an idiot. We're going along, and we're coming up that squirrel. He puts his foot on it and drags it, and it starts shooting up stuff. I never went on another ride.
We didn't do that on our rides. That's how I originally met Philip and Stroker and all those guys. Was at the Harley shop because I was running the hog chapter.
Yeah, but you were buying new Harleys for you and Lisa, and there was, you're not buying new Harleys no more.
No. What do you think about this VVT stuff?
What's VVT?
Variable valve timing. It's basically as you give it gas, it changes. It's all computerized. It changes the internal works.
I'm against it.
I don't know how the hell you're going to work on those things.
You're not. They're trying to get cars and motorcycles where you can't work on them. Huh. They've been trying to freeze out guys like me for years.
Yeah. But that's the newest thing. I mean, this VVT.
I ain't even heard about it. To tell you the truth, I don't keep up with new motorcycles.
Well, they just came out this loud. They just really.
Oh, the new Harleys?
Yeah.
I looked at some of the new Harley models, and it's cool and all that. And I'm a Harley Davidson guy.
Yeah.
Well, I have bought one brand new Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
And that was in 1982 when I still got it. How many new Harleys have you bought between you and...
Oh, a bunch.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Dozens.
Yeah. In addition to the building and buying custom bikes.
But you're not doing that no more. That's what I'm saying. No. The baby boomers, we have aged out. I mean, you're still riding, but you're not riding what you used to ride.
No.
And you're not buying new stuff every year.
Well, the last Harley that I really bought to ride any distance was that blue one that you just had.
But you didn't buy it new.
It was a year old.
But you didn't buy it new from a dealer.
No, it was a year old. Yeah. And then I customized it and did a bunch of stuff to it.
I remember.
But I built it for the Kyle Petty ride.
I remember when the end came for you.
When?
We were in Sturgis, and back in those days, they unveiled the new Harley Davidsons.
In Sturgis?
In Rapid City.
Well, that's all Sturgis.
In Rapid City. And every year at the convention center, and every year, me and Joe T, we went and we saw the new Harleys.
Yeah.
Joe T saw one he absolutely wanted.
Yeah.
Stuck his chest out and said,
"I'm the Heritage Softail."
Is the Heritage?
That was the one with the Springer front end, the big tire.
The Heritage Springer.
Yeah.
And Joe said, "I want it," and I was the president, and I did all this, and they love me up there. Go ahead from there. And then Joe called them. He called them from the convention center.
From the convention center, talked to the guys at the shop.
And what was the retail price there at the convention center?
I don't remember.
$12,000?
No, it was 19 or 20.
Was it really that much? Okay.
Yeah, it was 19 or 20.
And so this would have been about 97, 98.
Yeah. So, I mean, we could Google it and find out the price. But, anyway, I called. One of the owners picked up, which obviously we were friends. I ran his hog chapter. I'd bought a bunch of bikes. Anyway. And I said, "I want one of those." I said, "Save me one. Put my name on it. I'll pay for it when I get back." I said, "How much are they?" And I never forget that. He said, $43,000. And I couldn't help myself. And I said, "Have you lost your effing mind?" I use the word.
And Joe said, 1,000 times. He said, I'm never going there again. I think you told him that.
Yeah, I said, I will not be back.
Yeah,
I said, I'm done.
Joe said, if I break down in front of their shop and all I need is a spark plug,
I'm going to push it somewhere else to buy
I'll
a spark
push it
plug.
somewhere else.
It just pissed me off. I mean, and I knew it was going to, and I even...
You knew it was going to be...
I said, okay, if it's $20,000, they're going to charge me $25,000.
Yeah, that's what I
said,
thought
that's
too.
fine. That's the market. Do that. But when he told me that, my blew a head gasket.
Well, Harley lost a bunch of people over that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because you remember in those days, late 90s, they couldn't make them fast enough. And when that Heritage Softail came out, that was the hottest thing in the country.
And I don't really blame the dealers. They were able to get the prices, and they were making more profit. And, the sad thing is those guys thought it would never end.
Yeah, they thought...
anytime stuff like that happens, it ends at some point.
It ends at everything comes to an end.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't think I ever went back in there.
I don't think you ever did either.
I don't think I did. I think you and I went over there one time.
We did, but when I was getting ready to open this place.
You were riding the Easy Rider chopper.
I was riding the Easy Rider chopper.
I don't remember what I was riding, but we went over there for
We never went inside the building. Remember, we stayed in the parking lot.
Yeah, we were just
and I passed out business cards for Easy Riders Dallas.
Right.
Remember, and then we were drinking some beer. They had some. Joe wasn't. Somebody out there had a cooler of beer, and so we're drinking some beer, and then the Easy Rider clutch had it. It had a foot clutch, double suicide.
Yeah.
Foot clutch, and then one brake. With the proportioning valve that didn't work on the foot. So everything was operated off the foot and the hand shifter. And then as I'm sitting there looking at it, thinking about my exit plan,
because we had to go up a hill.
Backed up on a curb, so I had to go up like 10 yards, make a hard right.
Well, first you're supposed to stop.
Yeah, you got to stop.
And I told you, don't stop.
And I didn't. You had to go up this little hill. You're supposed to stop, make a hard right, and then stop on Centerville Drive or whatever street.
Over some railroad tracks, and then
I kept thinking, oh my God,
back the other way.
Oh my God, I'm gonna wreck this thing in front of everybody, the coolest chopper on the planet, and I'm gonna wreck it. And I remember I said, watch the traffic so I don't have to stop. Just watch the traffic.
Once you start going, keep going and don't move.
And I did, and I made it out like a champ, didn't I?
We got back on the freeway and took off.
I just like you could feel those feelings when you were talking to little Greg, or who I can feel that how scared I was, thinking, oh my God.
I was scared for you, and I wasn't riding it.
But I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
I did it.
We made it back safe.
Yeah.
No mishaps, no crashes. We didn't get killed. I
remember the first time I ever rode that bike, it had the proportioning brakes. So... But they didn't work.
Well, explain what some people probably don't know what that is.
Proportioning brakes means you push the rear brake. And
you just push the brake pedal and it works both brakes.
It works both brakes.
Front and rear.
This one, you push the brake and it didn't work. It was terrible. Had almost zero. I would say it had 25% braking.
Yeah.
And I was coming down Mockingbird and I was riding by myself, and it was my first ride on that chopper, and the light turns yellow. And I'm on a busy street, so it's one of those things where you either have to nail it or slam on the brakes. And I'm looking, and I'm seeing cars, ready to go. So I slammed on the brakes, and I stopped about the middle of the intersection. I pushed it back. That's why I didn't ride that bike very much. It was too hard to ride.
It was a royal pain.
It was a beast to ride that bike.
I mean, beautiful bike, but to ride it
was tough.
It wasn't worth it.
No.
It just wasn't worth it.
No, it was still one of the coolest bikes on the planet.
Yeah.
But it
Who
was
owns
just so
that bike
hard.
now?
Richard Rawlings sold it in an auction to somebody from out of the country, but they have a collection of cars and motorcycles in Los Angeles, I think.
I need to talk to Keith next time I see him. Does he still have the dice back? The knucklehead?
We actually talked about the dice back the other day. I think he does.
Does he? I love that bike.
Yeah.
I like it.
Remember who built it?
Yeah.
Randy.
Randy out of North Carolina or South Carolina.
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah, Randy built it.
Yeah. Okay. What else you got?
I don't know. You know, I could talk about motorcycles all day long.
Yeah, but I got to pee.
You got to pee? Okay, we better go then. That's Joe gives us too much information. We've been on, how long have I been on?
I don't know.
40 minutes. All right, this has been the Rick and Joe T Dumbass Show, coming to you almost live from almost downtown.
If you want a sticker, come by.
If you want a sticker, come by. Tell me that you want a sticker. And if you ever come by here and you don't see me, just ask for me at the front counter.
Yeah.
Usually it'll be big enough at the front counter. Just ask for me.
If you come and you drink 12 beers, you get one of these.
I don't want nobody getting drunk on my nickel, though. I'm getting drunk and then having to drink a couple of beers and eat a hamburger. You'll be fine. Ask for a sticker. All right, say bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe. See y'all.
Okay.
Perfect, and they ain't trying. Rick's telling stories, Joe swears he ain't lying. Motorcycles, mischief, and a little bad luck. Yeah, that's how you join the Dumbass Club. Rick and Joe T, they're the